Well, good morning. It's been a little bit since my last update, so I thought it was about time to do that. What I'm doing right now is I harvested some bee balm. Actually, I just cleaned up some bee balm that was overgrowing in one area I didn't want it to spread out into. And I have a nice big pile that I'm just taking the leaves off so I can dehydrate for tea later. But while I do this, I thought I'd catch you up on the latest cancer antics. I found a naturopathic doctor in Siloam Springs, which is pretty awesome. A naturopathic doctor is basically a drugless practitioner. They've gone through medical school, but they also have integrative, they've also studied alternative and integrative therapies. So there's, and they're wonderful. They're Divine Health, Siloam Springs. They make me feel, it's a holistic spa. It really makes me feel like, every time I'm there, I feel like I'm at a spa. You know, I don't feel like I'm there because, oh my gosh, I'm dying of cancer, but because, which I'm not. I'm not dying of cancer. I will thrive from cancer. But when I'm there, I feel more like a spa, and they're there to take care of not just my physical health, but my spiritual and emotional health too. So it's completely different from Western medicine, which is exactly what I wanted. But there's some things that they recommend that I'm not keen on, and just like there's some things that I get messages from friends, with suggestions, and some of them are great and I'll give it a try, and some of them I won't. Like going to an oncologist. I don't want to do that because, how many people do you know say, I don't want to go to the doctor because once I go to the doctor or once I go to the hospital, I'll never get out? I mean, why would you encourage people to go towards that? Well, anyhow, that's just me. But some of the therapies, so I've had therapies with a Tesla coil, so frequency healing. I mean, we're all vibration creatures. So, when you get a feeling about someone, that's their vibration. And, as much as people say it's woo-woo science, it's like you can always tell when someone's approaching you with good or bad intent. So, what else? I've also been doing sweat therapy, because we know I have a hard time. I mentioned it a few times with, going to do the exercise, and it makes sense why I don't, because my body is a lower than normal core body temperature, which I found out is related to mitochondrial dysfunction, because just like we operate in a specific range of temperatures best, so do the cells within our body. So let's see. One thing I am doing, I was always against alkaline water across the board because it reduces the acidity of your stomach. And you need an acidic stomach. And don't get me on the antacids right now. This is not the video for that one. But we need a high acid level in our stomach. But cancer cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. It prefers acidic environments. So how do you compromise that? So everything that I'm doing right now is about compromising now. So the more that I learn, the more that I'm able to piece together all of the different information that I have to figure out what's going to work right for me. And I'll let you know how that goes. So for me, I will not drink alkaline water 24/7, 365. I am doing a lot of fasting, however, because you got to starve cancer. Starve it. The primary food for cancer cells is glucose. So from the day that I got my diagnosis, 0 sugar, 0, not even maple syrup. No, especially no. I mean, I haven't done like the high fructose corn syrup or the table sugar, in ages. Except for holidays, but no more. Oh, in case you're curious, this is the long plant. I'm just cutting off the roots and the root part, and I'm sticking the root part in a pot where I'm going to give those starts to other people. Look at that. There's bounty everywhere. So where was I? Fasting. I'm just going to pick back up there. So I fast, at least intermittent fast. 18 hours I don't eat, 6 hours I do eat every day. And I am now starting another multi-day fast. Oh, yeah, now I remember. So from my diagnosis, I stopped having all sugars because sugar directly feeds cancer. Yeah, sugar feeds cancer, sugar feeds cancer. You tell everybody you know who has cancer or at risk of it, sugar feeds cancer. Done. So I'm fasting. I'm doing a multi-day fast now because where's our biggest fat stores if we're not eating them? In our fat, or our biggest sugar stores, because when our bodies. Hey, buddy. I see you. So our biggest glucose stores, when we're not eating, is fat. So I will be losing a lot of weight because I got to get myself to a point where I don't have glucose reserves. I mean, that's pretty simple. And it's kind of funny because I thought that I really needed to get to that perfect weight level, and I'm just going to wind up having to do it because I got cancer. Let's see, what else? Because of the wonderful things he does. So yeah, here's going to be my tea. Let's see. All right, so with the alkaline water. So I'm going to have alkaline water only when I'm fasting, multi-day fast. And the reason for that is because the alkaline water will drop the acidity of my stomach, which is not good when you're eating, because when you're lowering the acidity of your stomach, and you need the stomach acids to help you digest your food. So that's my compromise. I will have alkaline water when I'm doing full day, multi-day fasts. There's that. Let's see. Oh, there's some eggs. Goes back into the garden. Oop, that whole one has eggs. Go back to the garden. My biggest challenge this week has been the coughing. And not so much that the coughing has been bad, but because it had been so bad that I pulled my hip flexor. And that sucks, because every time I cough, I get this hot poker from my inner groin all the way up to my lower back, and oh my gosh, I had ACL surgery about 12 years ago, and I have to say that is probably even worse pain than recovering from my ACL surgery, which that's changing how I'm coughing, because I'm doing everything I can to prevent that cough, because oh man. So today is going to be an easy day. I told Joe, I'm just going to be on the couch, but this is kind of being like on the couch. I'm playing with my plants and basically preparing my medicine for another day. When I'm done getting all these leaves out, I'll dehydrate them, and I have them ready. And I have a whole bunch of starts ready for friends who might want them. So